I'm telling you because you're my boy. But don't, you see what I did to Roger. You seen what I did to Roger.
He had 40 years.
He said what I did. 50, aka Ferrari F50. I don't even know if that's how the lines go, but welcome back to the channel, man. We got another video. Basically, Rick Ross exposed 50's whole agenda, so we're gonna react to this video. I know y'all be saying I talk too much, so I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna save it for the end. I just ask that you like the video because it helps me out with the algorithm. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe.
I don't do anything to piss off a little peon. You know what I mean?
I can't believe a stand-up dude doing his time
Where have I seen him?
would suddenly say, I don't want to be here no more. I'm gonna become a rat bastard.
Cold world.
And I'm gonna have my girl tell on my mans and them.
We'll just let it be told when the story gets told.
Yeah,
And I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
We reacted to this. I'm sorry. We reacted to that in my last video, and some people in the comments were saying I had it wrong. I don't know, bro. They just repeated what I thought I was saying.
Just got caught trying to take Big Meech down again.
Trying to get to the
Rick
bottom
Ross
of this.
just exposed the real reason behind 50's attacks. And it's not just beef. It's a calculated move to bury Meech for good. The lies, the manipulation, and the agenda 50 has been pushing will make you sick. At one point, 50 Cent and Big Meech were actually cool. Yeah, you heard that right. Before all this madness, 50 and Meech had mutual respect. In fact, after Big Meech was released from prison, 50 was right there, visiting him, showing support, and keeping their bond strong. It made sense. 50 had built his BMF TV series on Meech's legacy, giving his story an even bigger platform. The show, which premiered in 2021, reignited interest in the Black Mafia family's history. And in a way, 50 was helping cement Meech's name in hip-hop culture even further. Meech was sentenced to 30 years back in 2008 after being convicted of multiple charges, including criminal conspiracy and money laundering for his role in the Black Mafia family empire. Fast forward to October 15th, 2024. After serving the bulk of his sentence, he was granted early release from a Florida prison and moved to a halfway house where he'll finish the remainder of his reduced sentence. His official release date, January 27th, 2026. Until then, he'll be under supervised release, but that's clearly not stopping him from making his presence felt. But getting out was still a big deal, and 50 was there for him until he wasn't. The moment Big Meech decided to team up with Rick Ross, it was over. So now that Big Meech is officially back outside, he wanted to make his return in the biggest way possible by throwing a star-studded welcome home concert that's about to shake up Miami.
It's the biggest boss, Ricky Rose.
Yo, this was so funny.
Meech home. February 13th, get your tickets right now. It's going down. We know Florida gonna be there. Miami gonna be there. The legend himself gonna be in the building.
And let's be real, after nearly 2 decades behind bars, it's only right that the Black Mafia family boss steps back into the spotlight with a proper homecoming where Rick Ross—
Stop the video. If you would, just consider following me on Instagram and Spotify. I got a goal. I'm trying to get to 2,000 monthly listeners. And after that, I'm trying to get to 5,000 monthly listeners. Y'all have been great, man. I really appreciate y'all. All right, back to the video.
Ross will finally get to perform BMF in front of the man who literally inspired the song. But Rose isn't the only one hitting the stage. This lineup is stacked with some of the biggest names in rap. We're talking Lil Baby, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, Kodak Black, 42 Doug, ESTG, Moneybag Yo, Boss Man Dlo, and more. But there was one man left out, and 50 did not take that lightly. If you know 50, you know he expects absolute loyalty. The man has spent decades beefing with Rick Ross, and suddenly Meech is standing next to his biggest op? Yeah, 50 was not having it. So let's rewind a bit and talk about this legendary Rick Ross versus 50 Cent beef.
Ross and 50, they've had a long-standing beef for years.
I swear I didn't know that.
I think this Rick Ross beef is the one beef that 50 will never let go of.
Back in the late 2000s,
their feud— Hold on, so you're telling me this whole thing is because Big Meech was doing the whole celebration with Rick Ross This nigga is really the pettiest nigga I know, bruh. That shit is crazy.
Started over something so petty it's almost comical.
Like, this man just did 20 years,
50
bro.
allegedly looked
30
at Ross
years,
funny
bro.
at an
That's
award
crazy.
show. That's all it took for things to
50,
go nuclear.
I'm looking at you
From
different,
there,
bro.
50 started coming for Ross's credibility, exposing his past as a correctional officer,
Well, we knew that.
and
We knew that.
painting him as a fraud. He even went as far as leaking an explicit tape of Ross's baby mama just to
That's
humiliate
wild,
him.
bro.
The beef was ruthless and
This
relentless.
nigga's
And to
different.
this day, neither one has let it go.
This
so
man
when
is
Big
different.
Meech
I won't
announced
let it
his
go.
show with Rick Ross, 50 took it as the ultimate betrayal. It wasn't just about business, it was about loyalty. And instead of just letting it slide, 50 did what 50 does best. He went to war.
Hey, say what you want about 50 Cent, but I swear this man's pettiness is uncanny. Like this, I feel it's everybody's alter ego.
The moment the Welcome Home concert was announced, 50 Cent wasted zero time clapping back. He hopped on Instagram with a post featuring a giant rat with the caption, "I think I'm Big Meech."
Shit is
That wasn't
crazy,
even
bro.
the worst part. In the caption, 50 made it clear that Meech made the biggest mistake by distancing himself
Crazy,
from
bro.
one key person, Tammy Cowens. If you're asking, who? Trust, you're not alone.
Never mind.
Tammy was Meech's assistant and business partner back in the day.
Let me
But
chill
plot
out.
twist, she allegedly flipped and became an FBI informant.
That's
According
crazy.
to former BMF member Blue Da Vinci,
That's
Meech
crazy,
even put
bro.
Tammy in charge of BMF Entertainment while he was locked up in 2008. But by 2009, she allegedly started working with the feds. Blue suggested that if Tammy flipped, then Meech might have done the same to get his sentence reduced. And if there's one thing 50 loves, it's a good old snitch accusation. But here's where it gets interesting. Tammy Cowens had been working with 50 Cent for years. She even hit him up now with a message for Meech.
I agree. It's unfortunate, right? Yeah. Really.
And then here go 50
I agree.
leaking shit.
So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told.
Yeah,
And I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
that's it. That's all it is.
If working with Tammy made Meech a snitch, then what does that make 50?
Oh,
People were quick
God.
to call out 50's hypocrisy, pointing out that he had been cozy with Tammy when it benefited him. If he was cool with her back then,
That's
why was
just-
he suddenly mad about her connection
that's
to
just
Meech now?
industry stuff.
And Meech was
You
not
know how
about to
it
let
is.
50 drag him like that without clapping back. The very next day, he hit Instagram with a post of him and 50, but with a big rat sticker covering 50's face and internet gangster stamped over his body. The message was loud and clear. He wasn't
even
having
dissed
it.
like a old
And just in
head.
case that wasn't enough, Rick Ross, who never misses an opportunity to troll 50, jumped into the mess laughing at how pressed 50 was over Meech taking a picture with him.
Took a picture with Rick Ross.
I swear, I thought it was a joke.
Put your back against the wall and just slide down.
But if you thought 50 was gonna take the L and move on, you don't know this man at all. The same day, he doubled down, posting yet another Instagram shot, this time clowning Meech's response. He referenced Big Screech, aka his new nickname for Meech, implying he's a rat
Damn.
and claimed that the text messages flying around were crazy. Then he drops
You
another
can't just be calling folks a rat out here, man.
one. This time,
That's
a viral
serious
video
allegations.
of some random man talking about snitching, but with Meech's face slapped on it.
Bro, I get paid to snitch now. Really classified. I can't even really talk about this.
Oh my God.
I don't really, I'm telling you because you my boy. But don't, you see what I did to Roger. You seen what I did to Roger.
He had 40 years.
40
said what I
years.
did.
You want to sign that plea? 40 years.
The caption
40
was,
years.
he had Tammy Cowan doing all his dirty work. Her new tell-all break it down. Screech directed her and connected her to people to get his time
That shit
cut.
funny.
Basically, 50 keeps pushing the narrative that Meech was orchestrating
Square-ass
moves behind the
haircut.
scenes to shorten his sentence. But he didn't stop there. He also went after Meech's son, Lil Meech, accusing him of being ungrateful and turning on him. Even Lil
Oh,
Meech
yeah?
was caught in the crossfire. 50 turned on him too, threatening to kick him off the BMF show and embarrass him in public. And the worst part? Lil Meech had always been loyal to 50. Lil Meech clearly wanted no part of the war. And at one point, he actually tried to squash the beef, even reaching out to 50 over text to make amends. He wrote, "Now I'm mad at me when I would take the shirt off my back for you. I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy, love only showed love and loyalty in human. I go through my own ish, but I never switched up on you." He even admitted, Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so he can afford to pay his bills until our next season. But 50 wasn't having it. He took those private messages and leaked them all over Instagram.
I don't like that
writing,
leaking shit,
"What next
dog.
season, little ninja?" He made it very clear that his Starz series BMF was officially a wrap. If Meech thought he could smooth things over, 50 shut that down immediately. And
So
then
ain't no more
things
BMF.
got even messier. In his latest attack, 50 decided to take things real personal by posting a video montage of Lil Meech and Rick Ross's daughter, Toy Roberts, from back when they were teens. The clips showed them at her Sweet 16 party in 2018, and even rolling up to prom together, with the original post claiming they used to date. Now, was there a reason 50 needed to bring this up in 2025? Number. Did he do it anyway for maximum pettiness? Absolutely.
Yeah, nigga.
But 50 wasn't just being messy for fun. He took the opportunity to roast Big Meech's parenting skills while he was at it. He wrote, "Why old boy didn't look out for me and send him to acting school Big Screech. All your people that was out did nothing for him. You come home thinking you the black Pablo Escobar and effed him up." Then he flexed about how
Damn, I was thinking that though. Like Lil Meech, like I don't know if it's just because he's a full-fledged actor, but that nigga looked like he should have been acting even before BMF. Like why
how
wasn't
much
he in
money
acting
he has
school?
supposedly made for the Flannery family.
Just my opinion.
Specifically through his
I'ma
BMF
shut up.
TV series on. According to him, while Meech was locked up, he was out here securing the bag for the fam. "I helped your family make over $5 million legit dollars. It's not my fault it's all gone. You think people don't see you want to shine so bad you wearing the baby's jewelry. Bitch, give the baby back his jewelry." 50 Cent is not letting up on Big Meech, keeping the pressure on and doubling down on the snitching allegations, even after Meech publicly denied ever folding under pressure. So Meech was not about to let that narrative slide. In a video response, he made it clear.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before the sign, always with me.
But 50 was not buying it. Instead of letting it slide, he hopped on Instagram and ripped Meech apart.
Trying to let nobody trick me off the street.
You trick Cuff off the street.
I never folded, never told.
You
never
told
will.
Tammy to tell.
And just when you thought it couldn't
50
get
doing reaction videos now.
pettier, 50 started
Shout
clowning
out
Meech's
50.
concert. According to Fifth, most of these artists aren't even showing up.
Be disappointed when Lil Baby don't show up.
Damn.
When Skilla don't show up. When Vizzo don't show up. And all these don't show up.
And why they not showing
I
up,
wasn't gonna
Fifth?
address this.
Man, this reading drops, man. Look at you reading this. You even go. You want house arrest. You can't even go.
And in case anyone still had doubts, 50 drove the point home in his caption. If the artist on the bill don't show up, are you gonna want a refund? Big Screech is not even gonna be there.
I
He can't
was
go out
wondering that
after
same
6
thing.
p.m. But don't take my word for it. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Then, because he always has to get the last laugh, 50 followed up with a skit mocking Meech, making it look like he was reading off cue cards during his video.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the street. But I never folded, never told, never will.
Okay.
Death before the sign, always with me.
I'm
So
dead.
I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family.
But you gotta think about it though. It's funny as hell, bro. But still, like Meech has been locked up for 30 years, bro. This nigga would be a little bit awkward on social media. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Come out to the Amaran Arena.
He even wrote, "LOL, this is crazy. My stomach hurt. I just need a little help to get out the way." Now, what does all this mean for BMF the show? That's the real question. The fourth
Ain't no
season
BMF.
is expected to drop on Starz this spring. But with 50 threatening to fire Lil Meech, who literally plays his father in the series, it's unclear what's about to go down. And let's be real, 50 is petty enough to make good on that threat. But 50's not the only one stirring the pot. Rick Ross couldn't resist jumping in the drama, and now he's talking about making his own version of the BMF story.
I do want to do a BMF film because You've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget
Come on, bro.
series. Now it's time
Come on, bro.
to do a big budget film.
And not just any
Come
movie.
on, bro. You just
Rosie says he's
talking.
calling in major Hollywood hitters.
Which director?
You
Shout out to
lying.
my homie F. Gary Gray, Antoine Fuqua, what's up?
He just naming niggas,
Tarantino.
bro. You just I know Tarantino too, nigga.
It's a lot of
Spielberg, nigga.
This is
Who you
gonna
gonna?
be big.
Come
I
on,
can
bro.
feel it. I'm just talking.
He just talking, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This nigga's just
To a
talking.
major player such
I
as
really feel like
myself.
he's just yapping.
Listen, when you talking to a major player such as
It's funny
myself,
though.
the moves I make, I most definitely have an agenda. I don't do anything to piss off a little peon.
The fallout from this beef has been
Young
wild.
Buck.
Even Young Buck, one of 50's former G Unit members, publicly sided with Big Meech.
And shout out to Big Meech. Welcome home.
Oh God,
playing
welcome
with
home,
dude.
bro.
We're playing with dude. You know, I'm gonna say that much.
I'm gonna say Young Buck of all people would know how 50 gets down. So yeah, quit playing, you know what I'm saying? And I fuck with 50, bro. And I think Rick Ross is hilarious, bro. But still, bro, this is just games, bro. This man is just let this man come home, bro.
Over and out. I catch
That's how
y'all
I
when
feel.
I catch y'all. Y'all know what it is, bro. Hey, I ain't been on here in a long time.
I was just finna say, bro, we ain't seen him since the whole Transformer situation. You know what I'm saying? He was with the Decepticons, which I'm not judging. I just don't know if I could say the word on YouTube.
Let them see what the.
But 50 reacted to Buck defending Meech, saying, "This fool fell out with me
come
because
on,
he
bro.
liked boys. I didn't tell him to go loving on a tranny he couldn't
Damn.
resist like that bussy." At
Damn,
this
chill
point,
out.
fans started questioning whether 50's obsession
What's
with
wrong
beef
with
was
50,
finally
bro?
catching up to him. Here's the real question.
It's a
is
lot,
50
bro.
Cent actually mad about loyalty, or is he just trying to maintain his power over the BMF brand? Because if he's the one to talk about loyalty, his son has something else to say.
Bro, talk. Lil Me should have known what he was getting into. And 50 Cent's son, Marquise Jackson, is letting him know.
50 Cent's estranged son, Marquise Jackson, wasted no time clowning Lil Meech after finding out 50
niggas
cut him
tryna
off for
clout
linking
chase.
up with Rick Ross.
Thought you was special. You really thought you was special?
This nigga just sounds salty.
Who told you you was special?
Think about it. 50 has a history of exposing people for snitching, but it's starting to look like a pattern. Ja Rule, T.I., and now Big Meech. He's always the one revealing these so-called snitches. But why is he the one with all this information? Meanwhile, Rick Ross and Big Meech are moving forward, unbothered. They've got their concert locked in, their business booming,
Do they, though?
and they don't seem to care what 50 has to say. But one thing is clear, this beef isn't going anywhere. So what's really going on here? Is 50 Cent trying to expose Big Meech, or is he just salty that he's losing his grip on the BMF empire? Fans are torn. Some are saying, y'all be crazy ASF. 50 Cent ain't wrong for none of the ish he doing what y'all talking about. Irvy is the reason he almost died, and Big Meech don't owe him no loyalty at all, but it's the principle behind it. Big and Lil Meech don't owe 50 Cent ish people talking about he put them on. He used their life to profit off of.
That's a
BMF
good point.
was BMF before and after 50 Cent. Yeah.
But that show did put money in Lil Meech's pocket in the family of the Meeches.
The show gave them some new relevancy. That don't mean they owe him everything, and the show has been
don't.
doggish for years. One thing's for sure.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
This drama is far from
I can't
over.
speak on
and with
it.
the way things are
But damn, that was a lot, bro. I'm telling you, I'm still trying to catch up on everything. I know it's gonna be somebody in the comments right now that's gonna be like, bro, but you didn't know this happened. You didn't know that happened, which I love when y'all do that, bro. So go ahead and leave me some comments down below. Fill me in on whatever I'm missing. But this is crazy, bro. So again, I didn't know the full situation, but now that I know, all of this started really because of 50 in the first place. Or I guess you could say it started because Rick Ross took that picture of Big Meech, which is just, I feel like there has to be something deeper than that. There has to be something that I'm missing still. That's why I'm like, let me know down in the comments. But if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe.